Ended up joining Client Ascension around $70,000 to $80,000 a month. Joined Olympia at $400,000 a month. So you see the 80 to 400,000 gap from Client Ascension.
And then where are you now?
We just hit $500,000 in revenue for the month of January.
What's up, guys? We are at our Q1 mastermind for our Olympia program. I'm here with Andy, and Andy's getting some really good results. Good, sir. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So let everyone know, what are you selling? And kind of when we started working together, because you went from Client Ascension and then into Olympia. So how did this all start or work together? Like, what revenue level were you at? And then where are you now?
Yeah, so I looked at Client Ascension when we were at like $3,000 a month. Ended up joining Client Ascension around, I want to say $70,000 to $80,000 a month. Joined Olympia at $400,000 a month. So you see the 80 to 400,000 gap from Client Ascension to there. And then it's February 1st today. We just hit $500,000 in revenue for the month of January. Then that time frame has been like 1 year.
Dope. Good stuff, bro. And so in Olympia, obviously, we started building out ad funnels and whatnot. So I want to kind of walk through the numbers of how this is all working, because we built the funnel, started running DR ads to the funnel. So what's your cost to acquire a customer? How much are you making from the customers, et cetera? Like all the kind of numbers with it.
Yeah. The cost to acquire a customer right now. So I don't have a super clean data. It's getting better because like we've been working together in Olympia on getting Hyro set up and everything. Like the cost could come down naturally with a less leaky sales process, which is everything we're working on with Dan and Olympia, with Daniel as well. Cost to acquire a customer right now, probably about $600. Ticket size is $7,500. Price to fulfill is about $2,000. So good profitability there. And so for more context, I previously owned my own, like 6 months ago, just tried to run ads myself. I just pulled up my phone, recorded like a short, and just would send it to a Calendly page. Obviously, I've spent like $10,000 and I got nothing. I got no booked calls doing it that way at all. So now like it was so simple coming into Olympia because there's just structure, right? It's like, this is exactly how someone is doing it. And they're ahead of you and you want to reach that goal. So just literally do what you're told to do and it'll probably work.
No, yeah.
It's pretty straightforward.
Well, here's the structure of how to make an ad, and here's how you build the funnel, and here's the application process. And
yeah, just
here's
fucking
the sales process, and you put all this in, and then you should be able to acquire customers anywhere from $700 to $2,000 each. Then you just make sure you charge more than that, and you make money. Yeah, good stuff, bro. So how many clients are you signing per week now?
We're signing about 2 to 3 clients a week right now, but I expect it to accelerate as we spend more money, build out a sales team and things like that, because it's still early and we're having success with it. But I think it's going to be like, this is going to be a massive revenue generator. Like it's that one offer that takes the business, it already is, but it's that one offer that's going to take the business way to the next level, like going from playing in the minor leagues to the major leagues.
So it's like 2 to 3 a week from ads right now, and then the rest of the remaining revenue is all from recurring subscriptions, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, so yeah, you can see how that shit stacks over an extended down period, which is really where all of the growth of ads come, which is kind of like the way I try to reframe people in Olympia is like, you don't profit on the front end. You can, but that's just not where all of the volume of profit is made. It's like 6 months, 8 months, 12 months down the line where there's such a substantial amount of recurring revenue with effectively zero acquisition costs on it now. It's like your ROAS isn't 1x or 2x. It's like 12x because of just the recurring subscriptions. What's your cost per call on the ads if you know it? Like, and how many calls you're booking a week, just to give us a sense of like a lead flow?
Yeah, cost per call right now is about $150 per call. Majority of them are being set by the setter, which Dan has played a huge role for us in Olympia. You know, we were just like a founder-led sales. My partner Bodhi was doing all of the sales and still does a lot of the sales. But learning how to remove ourselves from that operation is like a huge game changer. But $150 cost per call. I think I said the CAC was somewhere around like $600 or so. But probably right now, 20 booked calls a week. And again, obviously expect it to accelerate as we increase ad spend.
You're sifting out all the unqualified people, getting rid of the low revenue people, and you reveal price up front and get rid of the people who don't know the price for the sales call.
Yes.
Doing all that.
Yeah, correct. And so one of the important things with what he said was, one time when I was first starting building the funnel, Daniel said, if you let these people come through your funnel, they will destroy your organization. And when I first started without the type form in, and it literally makes everybody feel terrible. It makes your sales, like, your employees will churn, your salespeople will churn because they don't want to deal with selling to poor people. And then it's just a hectic mess of like, these people just cause chaos in your business. So the filtering that we work through for the funnel is super important.
If you do not have a proper filtering process, you are doing ads to cold traffic, it is fundamentally impossible to grow the business at all under any circumstance. You literally cannot do it. It mathematically does not compute.
Yeah.
You have to have the filtering. It's actually so funny because I tell this to people and it's such a foreign concept to them. Like, I don't just let anyone book a sales call. Like, I reject people. They're like, but then I get less calls. I'm like, well, they weren't going to close anyway. So what's the point of having them come through? They just literally actually destroy the entire sales team. Everyone leaves and the entire business is atrophies and dies. Literally the single most important aspect of selling to cold traffic of all time is the actual filtering. People don't get that.
Yeah.
Super important.
So I think something to add to that that's super important is it's not just like inside of Olympia, this knowledge specifically from Daniel isn't about just the structure of the funnel and everything, but it's the mindset around it. So you can't adopt that mindset and realize that because you want to just see that booked call number go up and the cost per call go down because it's just going to make you feel good. But the end result is not actually what you want to get. You look good on the front end, but you're not making any money on the back end and it's causing chaos. It's good to work with people who are also doing it and even spending a lot more than us per day on ads because you get to get into their mindset a little bit more, which is like, because you will cause yourself to lose if you can't adopt the right mindset. It doesn't matter if you have the structure and things like that. You have to have the patience and the ability to just see the process all the way through.
Yeah, people will flex like a $30 cost per call, but every single one is unqualified. And it's like their CAC, their cost to acquire customer ends up being like quadruple as high if you would just let the cost per call be higher with the filtering out. It's so funny. People are almost always more concerned with being able to post a screenshot flexing the low cost per call than they are with actually making money.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So it's like people come in to Olympia specifically and it's like it's trying to like especially if they've run ads themselves or talk to someone who doesn't make at least $1 million a month, teaching them ads, they just don't understand that you're literally not concerned with cost per call at all. It's not even a metric that you should even really track too much. You should just for health reasons, but it's not the driver. The driver's CAC. What's the cost to acquire the customer? Literally, that's it. People just don't understand that. You had originally joined Client Ascension at like $70K a month. So it was a relatively serious operation, but now you're at $500,000 a month. If you could just for like the viewers over here, for people who are maybe around that level and they want to get to $500,000 a month, what is the difference between $70K a month and $500K a month? Like what fundamentally is different about the operation you run now versus the one you did a really long time ago?
Yeah, it's really going from an amateur to a professional. Like 70, 80K a month, you're probably still doing a lot of the work, talking to a lot of your clients, and you actually don't have a business, you actually have a job. So the major change is, and this is what we got a lot of help with, is like actually building a real structure, building an organizational chart of the company, who has direct responses to who. So that's a major change. It's just adopting it and becoming a professional, treating your business like you're a professional athlete. So same like in your regular life, like you're going to get a good amount of sleep, you're going to eat healthy, you're going to exercise because that's going to help your business perform better.
You've been in Olympia for maybe like 3 months. How long did it take you to make back your investment in the program?
Probably 1 month.
Or
I mean, it's just like someone has come to me before and asked me what I thought about Client Ascension. So like I'll say the same thing right now for Olympia. It's that if you come in and you don't make money, it's literally your fault. It's your fault. You just have to follow the directions. Like there's like checklists 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just do them, and you will probably have a high level of success if you do this. It's a proven playbook. A lot of people are doing it, and you just follow the structure and do it. And other people are winning. You're probably going to win too if you follow the same structure.
I need to get exact data on it, but just from anecdotal experience, working with guys directly in Olympia, the success rate seems to be profusely high than kind of like just a standard like group coaching thing, because obviously there's a lot of one-on-one involved with Olympia. At least 2 one-on-one calls a month with one of the founders, me included. And you have to be at least 30K a month to get in the first place. So it's like, you got to be already a serious business owner to be inside, and a substantial amount of one-on-one. It just seems like the hit rate of success is very high and the speed to get results is really high, because it's almost like you're just basically copying the funnel I already actively run to cold traffic that already acquires customers profitably. It's not one of those things where it's like, it takes months to start seeing results. No, it should immediately work. Like it should pretty much like literally the week you launch it should work.
Yeah.
That's what I found. There is one guy, I love him, but he got derailed because he joined Olympia, but then he joined some other like sales coaching program, and they were trying to teach him to do like LinkedIn for lead gen, and he was like focusing more on that. He's just, like, they just stopped making money and just didn't launch the funnel. And I was like, bro, please stop. So I got a one-on-one schedule with him, and I'm gonna fucking be like, bro, stop making these dumbass mistakes. Like, you get rid of this dude. Like, stop learning from people who don't make money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm sitting here and we're at $1 million a month, and I have the funnel, and I'm giving you the funnel, and I'm telling you how to adjust it exactly to your business. Like, just take the funnel and just run with it, and stop fucking with these people with their advice. They don't even make money.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I feel like when you run a relatively larger business, say like 100K a month plus, the thing that will screw you up is exclusively listening to people who don't make money. So it kind of sucks.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I'm in Olympia, is because I get the most benefit from learning from people that are just a couple steps ahead of me. So these guys just hit $1 million a month. We just hit $500,000 a month. It's a double, but we just have to do the same things that they did, and they're actively doing it. So the knowledge and how to do that is there right now, versus you go to any just guru who maybe they had an exit 15 years ago. Like, they're not in the weeds like that right now. So the advice, it's not the same as someone who's actively doing it right now. It's completely different.
Just to frame it for people, how many hours do you work a day?
Honestly, 12 hours a day, every day.
Weekends too?
Sundays.
Yeah.
So, Saturdays are a day off, but Monday through Friday, 12 hours, to be honest.
And the whole team as well. They're doing the same thing. You guys went on a team trip to Charleston. You all just worked all day, every day?
Yeah. We have a team of dogs. And, but it's like, I like it that way. Like, people like think, oh, you shouldn't work that much. It's like, that's my video game. You want to go play video games for 12 hours. I want to play on my fucking computer for 12 hours. Like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah. I think that's the important reframe for a lot of people is, if you want to actually get real, so like, dude, $500K a month is a tremendous amount of money that people don't like fully conceptualize. To hit numbers like that, it is a requirement to be working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. That's just what it takes. And I think some people just don't want to do that, but it's like, okay, well then just be okay with substantially less money. And if you want to hit numbers like that, that just is what it takes. There's really no way around it. But yeah. Awesome, bro. So how long is it going to take you to get to $1 million a month?
Goals this year. So
possible.
Yeah, I mean, we gained 100K in 1 month. So I don't know if that's necessarily repeatable every single month moving forward, but all of our processes are improving with the help of all of these guys. So I'm pretty confident it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be hard. It's going to be long days. It's going to be long days, baby, but it's going to happen.
You probably need a new salesperson every 3 weeks to do that. So like, which is interesting, because when you're scaling something to a certain degree, it's like you need to progressively hire more and more people and anticipate the growth. So you need to have like a cadence of hiring new people. So it's like, at least on the sales side, it's like, yeah, you'll need a new sales guy live every 3 weeks to reach that. That's our cadence. We onboard a new salesperson every 2 weeks.
Yeah. That was another learning. So you earlier asked me about like, what's the difference from 80 to 500, and I talked about becoming a professional, like having a real organization and things, and then being able to leverage Andre and Dan too, because Dan hires for the sales team. To just understand how to filter people and what to look for. And Dan was giving a presentation today about how he does a sales mock call with potential candidates for the position, and just like those little things add up. And then there's a lot of value also. Like, you get so much value from these guys, but then just the value of the people within the community. So people on our calls will ask questions about their own business, and you would think it's a completely different offer. There's no relevance to my business, but there will be like one needle in the haystack that I pick up. That's just like one thing that it's just a little needle mover, but it can make a big impact when you're scaling things over the course of 12 months or spending a lot of money.
Dope. Awesome. Appreciate you coming on this video, everybody. If you guys want to connect with Andy, I'll leave links to his stuff inside the description. And if you want to learn more about Olympia, that will also be in the description. Peace.